Hey guys, this is Dane from Dane Rectify, and I am here with not a first ever, but a second ever, real first one. The last pain deck was really bad. I was really starting out then. And this is going to be called my Satoosa / Kage deck. I haven't decided which one, because it is mostly Kages, and you'll see how the deck works in a little bit after you see a few of the missions, and other ninjas. So, let's get started. So, for my 0 drops, we start with 3 Kisuke's. Early game, this deck requires me to stall, and Kisuke does that better than really any other ninja in the game. Also, double on element. This deck is fire, wind, lightning as its main elements. Then we have 3 Chimeras. I know that he's off element, but I tend to just play him and then charge him later because of Senjutsu people, so it doesn't matter what element he is. And then 3 Gamma. Pretty standard. Fire, lightning, strong enough that occasionally I am able to just start with a team rather than stall with Kisuke or Chimera. And for this deck, I actually break my rule of the number of 0 drops. I normally run at least 11, or at least 10, but I'm actually dropping down to 9 for this deck. I just don't have any room. The next ones are 2 Rin from TP4. Again, stall. Players can't win battle awards on ninjas that were just put in place, so it's obvious. 1 Tamari, moving on. 2 Inkfish to draw. On element, and late game with Sage mode out, I can basically put it in for free. 1 Sakura, because she stalls really well. She can also exchange my hand if I'm really not getting anything. 2 Naruto, because on chance, I actually have not even once, when playtesting this, gone into Six Tails, but Sage mode capabilities is very important in this deck. 1 Shima, Senjutsu, searches Fukasaku, and a double on element. Alright, the first key card of the deck is 2 Shizune from TP4, and I'll read its effect because it's probably not very known. When you put in play a Satoosa ninja, or higher rank, randomly move one of your opponent's battle awards to your hand. So, even though early game I might be giving up occasional battle awards early on, that's totally fine because Shizune will get them back. She also combos well with Hidan Curse Mode. Yeah. So that's that. He's Hidan. Next, then we have the 1 Fukasaku. He's actually got a couple of purposes. 1, searches Shima, so we're +1 to my hand. Senjutsu, so he can use the negation that I play. 4 support, which is awesome, especially on turn 4, that's when I can really start getting stuff done, because if I have Shima or Shino or Shizune out, and then I can get Hidan out of my discard pile, start building a real team right there. And then if you sacrifice, draw 2, which will be important for the next couple cards. Alright, now we get into the Kage part of this deck, and you guys are going to be laughing at how many I play. So we'll start with the key guy, which is 4th, and the reason he's so important is because of Flashpoint. You'll see why later. Flashpoint is, probably you guys already know it, but remove from the game, put it in play at the beginning of the next turn. He has Oil, which comes up for Patriarch, and that's that. Then we have 1 Kazekage, because Kazekage is amazing, and he's double on element. We have 1 Mizukage, single on element, amazing. Moving on. 1 Third Hokage, double on element, and one of the best 6-drops there is. Up there with the other 2. 1 Sixth Hokage, easily makes everything standby. Because I usually have Sage mode and Satoosa's out, so I have no problem making standbys if I have Fukasaku or Shizune in a team. Also, the Inherit allows me to simply go on to the next guy if they don't play any 6-drops. And then lastly, he is discarded at the end of the turn, which obviously means he was removed from play, which will again come in effect later. The sacrifice part, which I was talking about, 1 Pain Devapath, Sage's student promo. Look at your opponent's hand, screw with them. really great stats, and then of course he can sacrifice if I don't get him into play with the other card, so I can draw 2 off with Fukasaku. 1 Tsuchikage, negates, huge support, double on element, and yep, another Satoosa really. And then lastly 1/5 Hokage for healing, and the 8 Head Ninja. Move on to Jutsus. Actually, you know what, let's do missions first, because this will help make the deck make more sense. The Future Hokage. This card is so important to the deck that it actually doesn't work if I don't have it. This card reads, it's a permanent fire mission, turn 4 with 1 hand cost. Permanent. When a Satoosa ninja you control is removed from play, you may search your deck for a Satoosa ninja card, reveal it, and move it to your village. Shuffle your deck afterwards. So, with Flashpoint on the 4th, I can easily remove him, get an extra Satoosa into play, move another battle order to my hand with Shizune, and start swarming the field with Satoosas and really powerful ninjas. Then if I have 2 of them in, and then technically I can get in 3 of them. If I have 2 of these out, I can get 3 Satoosas in, because I can 4th for another 4, or I can Flashpoint for another 4th and 1 other ninja, and then do that 4th for a different one. So that's that card. It's honestly broken in this deck. Personal Guard just gets last second ninjas I might need. Obviously, the Kage Summit Kages have lots of elements, so if I'm just searching for Naruto to get Sage Mode Naruto, obviously I can target anyone with Lightning. Kage the Leaf, anytime I put in play a Satoosa ninja, search your deck for Jutsu on element, and really, really useful. Searches up Jutsus. Patriarch. I just play one of these so I can guarantee I get oil, because Naruto Sage Mode is a huge part of the deck, and 4th Hokage is the biggest part. Obviously, Gamma, Shima, Naruto 4th, and Fukasaku all have oil. That makes it much easier to get out. Then for draw power, we play 1 loss. Normally I wouldn't ever play this card, but I decided to play it in this deck. It's Gift. And I went with this because that bottom deck is actually really important, because Future Hokage only allows you to search your deck for it. So if it's in my hand, it's really a dead ninja because I have to deploy it. So Gift allows me to just put it to the bottom of my deck and still get 3 cards. Yep. And then one last mission negation, New Orders. I would play Shadow the Leaf, but I don't play any Sasuke's, so New Orders it is. Sorry about the glare on that one. Lastly, we'll get to Jutsus. And 3, if anyone knows at 26, they'll know. 3 Vacuum Bullets. This card is insane. 2 win to kill a ninja, or if it's not a Satoosa, injure and standby. Well, standby always, usually injure. Really good, and I can always recycle it with Sage Mode back into my deck, and I search it with Kage the Leaf. So, that's easy. 2 Gale Style Laser Circuses. Really just a powerful jutsu. It kills for 3 chakra. And I counted it. Only 2 of my Satoosas can't use it. Tsuchikage, Mizukage and Pain Epipath can't use it. Lastly, 1 Tetragram. Danzo uses it. I draw 2, and of course, it's just a really good card. Especially if I use it on turn 6 when I go first and they have a bunch of 0 drops that are going to turn into bigger stuff. I say nay. 2 Backstab on elements, pretty obvious. Usually just becomes a hand cost except for early game. And then lastly, 2 Frog Kumite, negation. Sage Mode, Shima, Fukasaku all have Senjutsu, so it's extra draw, it's a negation, and it's from 1 jutsu, so I don't even have to be on that battle, or I don't even have to be within that battle to use it. It's just the best negation it is. So I have to give a shout out to Kayuki, who sent me these 2 and those 3 Vacuum Bullets. And now we'll get into extra deck. Obviously Sage Mode, we have 2 of those. 2 Inner Sakras are right here. Here's the 3rd one. Yeah, Inner Sakura. We have 3 Hidan Curse Modes. They're just around. Yeah, that's that. And then I was considering putting in Naraka Path in case I wanted to play with my Hereticals. get more sacrifice fodder and stuff. And yeah, I think that's it. Tell me what you guys think. Give me any options. Oh, there we go. That's what I have. Those two. We have a playset of both of them. Yeah. So tell me what you guys think. Give me any thoughts in the comments. They actually will help because I did build this deck earlier today. I'm sorry, the camera went off. I'm searching through our large pile of extra deck. This is just all reinforcements. So that's that. We'll get more deck profile. Well, probably not more deck profiles. I just need to get some opinions and how you guys think about this deck. But as always, leave a comment. Tell me what you do. Like the video, favorite, subscribe, and check out our binder updates, which I'll put in the description, to make some trades with us. Thank you. Have a great day.